Wow, that's like crazy loud music. What are you listening to?
The best music on the radio. Come on, this is the Iron Age.
The what age?
The Iron Age, the show that brings you various types of heavy metal music from all over the spectrum.
Really? I've never heard of it. How do you know so much about it?
I'm the host.
Wait, if you're the host, how do you drive in this car and on the radio at the same time?
Come on, don't ask so many questions. The Iron Age with me, Justin Sullivan, delivers the best variety of heavy metal music that you could ever ask for. Only on the Iron Age will you find music as ridiculously heavy as Meshuggah and Oceano, along with chill and relaxing tunes like Tool and Deftones.
Well, that sounds cool and all, but I think I'm just going to listen to something else.
Ooh, I think that's going to be a problem. I think you're going to have to find another ride then.
What?
See, this is hi-fi, okay? High fidelity. You know what that means? That means this is the highest quality fidelity. Hi-fi. Those are two very important things to have in the stereo system.
Join me, Kim Tracy, on High Fidelity for a mix of music with a focus on newer music and lesser-known artists every Thursday at 2 p.m. on the Voice of Nassau Community College 90.3 WHPC and streaming with the iHeartRadio and TuneIn apps.
Coming up at 12 o'clock today, Sunday, Motormouth Radio. Ray Guarino, Joe D, talking about cars. And like I said, you don't have to know anything about cars to enjoy the show. People watch cooking shows, don't know how to cook. People watch those home repair shows, they don't know how to fix anything. So Motormouth Radio is the same thing. Think about it that way.
We are taking Rob's advice. We're cooking, we're shucking, we're jiving. Joe's playing stand-up bass. I got the tambourine over here, even though there's none in the song, so you go figure that one out yourself. And we're back with more Motormouth Radio. 516-572-7440 if you want to get in on this and have some fun. And because I know we are. That was great talking to Glenn. That's a good old friend we haven't.
Yeah, it's always good when the listeners out there give us a call and let us know what they're doing. Let us know how we're doing. Make fun of us, whatever. Just call in. Yeah, we get lonely in here. You know, we love to talk about cars and stuff, but we also like to talk about your car stuff. And if you got anything broken, you know, you want to ask a question, by all means, run it past us. You know, and you know, if we don't know the actual answer, you'll be very entertained by what we make up.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, you know, we got, you know, I got the diagnostic dice and the Magic 8 Ball Automotive Edition.
Oh,
yeah. So we're ready for you, by all means. You know, and if people ask you know, like, why does my car not start? And it says, you know, tire pressure. Well. We'll figure out a way to explain that, too.
I think the diagnostic dice is in the Motormouth Radio disqualificator, if you will.
Yes, it is, yeah.
It is up there, right.
And if you want to see it, you go to the website, www.motormouthradio.com, all right? And across the bar there, you got home, listen, about us, and then blogs. If you kind of put your cursor on blogs. You got videos, photos, project cars, books, links, Legends Lost, and the MMR Dakota. And
you can also sign up for the Motormouth Radio email letter, which will get sent out, give you kind of like a little conglomeration of what happened during the week so you can catch up. Kind of like one of those, you know, some people don't like to get it all in, don't have time to listen, so they like it in little bites, and there it is. You'll get it like there from.
Yeah, I mean, by all means, the more the merrier. And if there's something that you maybe see on the website, or you want, or you think that should be added to the Dakota, by all means, let us know.
And I just found out
we all speak the same language, kinda.
Yeah, I just found out that the Romulan Slayer Mark is listening right now on the internet from Chandler, Arizona. So he's out there having fun.
Arizona,
and he can hear us in the heat of Arizona, which is great.
You gotta love the interweb.
Absolutely,
because now people from all over the planet can hear us. You know,
and other planets too.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm on my own planet.
Aren't we on now listed on the interplanetary registry for automotive talk shows?
Yeah. There's like two of us. There's that car company that makes the Jetsons car too. They were on there too, but that's about it. There's only two of us.
Yeah, don't we bang off like the Stratus 5 satellite and hit the outer?
No. We had Telstar restored.
Yes, there you go. Excellent.
And now we're flashing based on.
So let's go back to the phones and find out that there is nobody there. Oh well.
Yeah, we'll try. I guess. Yeah, try again because, like, you know, it takes a couple seconds for us to find that button there.
Sometimes it does.
Yeah.
But,
well, what happens is that it's actually not a button, Ray. You know, let's be honest with people.
It's a slidey thing.
It's a slidey thing with a big wooden handle. That's well, no, it's not wooden.
As seen in my closet.
It's a wood grain Hurst handle. There you go, Telstar.
Just show Joe a picture. I bought the album Telstar, The Lonely Bull. It's The Ventures, and it was from 1965, I think, and I actually played that just a couple weeks ago on the turntable.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's some good guitar music there, let's face it.
Right.
The Ventures rocked, yeah. They were like the precursors to a lot of the Guitar Heroes that we have now.
Oh,
Except
absolutely.
you won't see that in Guitar Hero, or at least not when I looked.
That'd be tough, yeah. I mean, those guys, that was basically in the 60s, maybe pretty much mid to late 60s, maybe touching very early 70s. The Ventures were the stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Let's go back to this stuff and say hi.
Hit that handle.
You're on with the Motor Mouths.
Hey guys, my name is Doug Hart. I'm calling in from Seaford. I listen to you guys all the time. I rarely call. I think my last call was probably about a year ago. But my wife actually suggested on an interesting concern we have. We just finished buying a Dodge Ram 1500 Bighorn. Absolutely love the thing. What's odd is the shifter knob is right next to the volume knob on the truck. And I was concerned when I bought it. I said, what if me being kind of retro, instead of using the steering wheel volume, I reach down and I go for the volume knob on the radio, and I hit the shifter knob instead. And the guy said, "Oh no, you got to use the brakes for it to move." Well, I was backing out of the driveway the other day, did exactly that, hit the shifter knob instead of the volume knob, and the thing slammed into park. So I got a little concerned about that, and I got on YouTube, and I saw some videos saying that if you're going, say, highway speeds or 45 miles or something like that, 45 miles an hour or something like that, that if you make that mistake, it'll just go into neutral, and there's a little readout on the screen that tells you
wake up.
You wake up. That's the first thing tells you wake up. But from what I'm understanding on YouTube is you won't destroy the transmission. Can you guys confirm that?
Well, okay. What year truck are we talking about here?
It's a 2017.
Okay, so it's brand new. For all intents and purposes, brand new.
Yeah.
All right. They for many years now. Starting maybe at least 8 or 10, a lot of car companies no longer have a direct cable or rod type linkage to the transmission. Okay. Like back in the day where you just grab a handful of it and give it a good yank or a push or whatever, and you'd move the gears, Yeah. Now it's electronic. So when you hit that button or you touch that lever, what you're doing is you're sending a request via the shifter, and Chryslers actually have intelligent shifters. I've had to scan them, and boy, they're snotty little buggers. And what that does is it tells the transmission system, which might either be part of the powertrain control module or it might even be the transmission control module. Okay, this guy wants park. Now the system will look and say, This moron's going 50. What, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No. So, you'll get something, but and it'll probably probably spill your coffee a little bit, but you're not going to slam the thing into park.
Good.
At that speed. And, when something like that, that's why they make, like, brightly colored tape.
I was thinking warranties.
And warranties, too, but,
you want it to happen while it's under one.
Yes, but, when it comes to that, when it comes to wacky controls, and there are a lot of them, I am not above like putting a piece of tape or something if it's a vehicle that I drive a lot.
It's the Apollo 13 principle.
Right?
There you go.
Do not throw the switch.
Do not throw the switch.
Yeah, no, I've done that in my own car, sure.
Yeah, I've had. I called the dealership about it first before my wife gave me the idea to call you guys, and he says just use the volume control on the steering wheel, which I generally do. I said here's the thing. I said I've had nothing but old cars and standard shifts. So
I was just about to say, if you're an older guy, you go reaching down, right?
Yeah, and
I still do.
I can make myself use the wheel. But if I get in a stressful traffic situation, I just revert back to my primitive self.
The lizard brain kicks in. Yes, I hear you.
You know, Doug and Joe, it's interesting because in my own car, my Mazda, I have steering wheel controls for the radio, and of course, control at the radio itself. And sometimes I use both. There's sometimes where it's just I will use the steering wheel controls, and other times I reach over, and I don't know why.
I know. You're just not thinking.
Yeah. I mean, it works. So I guess I'm instead of using one system too much and wearing it prematurely. I'm sharing the load, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, well, no, cars are, sometimes my grumpy old man comes out and, like, they really make stuff just a little bit too complicated in the interest of making
BMW?
things. Yeah, I drive. It's like, I don't drive.
I actually have a 2000 BMW Z3.
Okay.
Convertible. Yeah, I love it. Absolutely
Like that
love the car. Yeah. And, which, of course, is a standard shift with a regular old volume knob.
Yeah, but that's still before they got completely crazy with this stuff, you know? But, yeah, they make things a little bit... They're shooting for convenience and stuff, and maybe some millennial someplace that's used to, like, swiping and twisting out. No,
you know, Joe,
give me something when I can grab it, makes a noise, and
even now
maybe burns me on the hot metal or something.
Even now at the shop, occasionally we'll transport cars, and I see I'll help you out, and they're new cars because they go their insurance things from the body shop, and I'm like, okay, Michael hand me the key. I'm like, all right, is this a transponder or not? Like, I got to figure out, like, okay, how do I start this thing?
Right.
And I'm learning that all those cars now, even with the transponder, before you push the button, you got to put your foot on the brake. I'm like,
you got to spit out the window 3 times.
I've done that, but the window was closed.
Rubber chicken, the DRC one. You need the DRC one diagnostic tool to swing over your head.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, they've made something. Sometimes they've simplified things to the point that now they've just made it too complicated.
They've figured out how to make us feel old.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, listen, my wife just whispered in my ear while you guys were talking. She had a very good point. She goes, "What about if the passenger wants to change the volume? They're not going to use the steering wheel."
That's true.
They're not allowed.
That's true. And
No. You stay there. You look out the window. You count the cars. You look at the out-of-state license plate. You don't touch nothing on that side of the car. Yeah, I mean, they don't want you. That's some type of interference. I'm sure that there's some type of politically incorrect reason that you should not be leaning over there on it.
A good device would be a button that puts up the force field in between the driver and passengers. Like,
I like the force field.
My force field, my elbow.
There you go.
There. Get over there. Well, I just thought of it. On a Dodge Ram, that Dodge Ram truck, right?
Yes.
That thing's friggin' huge. So that means now, unless that she's got arms that, like she has a daily diet of bananas and tree branches, she'd probably have to, like, unbuckle the seatbelt and move over, which is unsafe.
Right.
And then 3 other electronic devices are going to come looking for you. There you go.
Oh,
that's why they do it.
Nice.
Yeah, that's right, because it's such a big truck.
That's right. Those things are friggin' monsters. I know. I mean, I've driven my share of Ram trucks, and you need a passport to get it. You got to pack lunch to get to the other side of the car.
Forget climbing in it. You need, like, a ladder and a rappelling rope.
Oh, yeah, I love it when they get the lift kits and they say, "Here, test drive this thing." No, you're not. Go give me the forklift, get my butt in the car.
The high-low.
Us short guys, no. I like the low
you
class.
Like it. As soon as we brought the truck home, my wife named it the Bat Truck, and the B stands for big, the T stands for truck, and you can guess what the A stands for.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Very good. I like that. Your wife has a good sense about it. That's excellent.
Well, at least she has a grip on what's happening, that's for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, you just get out the brightly colored tape and just keep your hands on the wheel.
There we went. Exactly.
Well, thanks for the call, Doug. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. It's always good talking to you guys.
Don't be a stranger.
Yeah.
I won't. I'll be calling back, definitely.
By all means.
All right, thanks.
Take care, guys.
All righty. So long. All right, that was great to hear from Doug. It's we should hear from him more often.
Yeah, for sure. And now we understand why they only put stuff on the driver's side of the car, because you should just sit there and wait and just go. You got to go.
Right.
And of course, nag or
we're going to
directions.
We're going to go to our last break. We're going to take that now. We'll be back with more Motor Mouth Radio, more Ray and Joe. Keep it where you got it.
Yeah, call or hang loose a couple minutes. We'll be back, okay?
Let's tear the roof off the sucker.
Yeah.
Tether the roof off, we gonna tether the roof off the mother sucker. Tether the roof off the sucker. Tether the roof off, we gonna tether the roof off the mother sucker. Tether the roof off the sucker. Tether the roof off, we gonna tether the roof off the mother sucker.
This show is brought to you by Mulcahy's Pub and Concert Hall, located at 3232 Railroad Avenue in Wantagh, who present Disco Unlimited on Friday, June 15th at 8 p.m. More information about Mulcahy's Pub and Concert Hall can be found online at moles.com. That's MULS.com.
All right, we made this a quick break. Yeah, we're not the funk and the junk and all that stuff because we got a caller on the line, and we're going to go back and say hi. You're on with the Motor Mouths.
Good afternoon, Motor Mouths. This is Tom from Massapequa.
Hey, Tom, what's happening?
What's up, Tom?
I'm having a great day. You know, I'm listening to you. It's Sunday. I'm having my coffee. Then we get this guy, Doug, calling in from Seaford with his issues.
Yeah.
Thank God those are his only issues in life.
Yeah, right? Things is tough. Brand new truck, can't find the radio knob, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering. I'm not personally a big fan of Dodge, and he has Dodges and he has BMWs.
Right.
Isn't that a broad spectrum